Hi everyone, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while. Lots going on. The wedding has kind of taken over my life with planning and everything that goes along with it. Trying to find the funds to do a lot of this wedding stuff. So that's kind of where I've been. I do not have any acquisitions. I have bought zero yarn. Since the new year. I have not canceled my subscription to Arkansas Yarn Co. I've just suspended it for the last couple months. I just can't justify the $100 that goes out with the exchange and the shipping. And I just can't justify purchasing any kind of yarn right now at that price when I have closets full of it. So along with not purchasing, I'm also selling a lot of my yarn off. I've sold quite a bit of it so far. There'll be more to come. I'm just kind of taking a break right now. It's a lot. It's a lot to know that, you have to give up something to get something else, which kind of annoys me because, I'm really paying for everybody to have a good time. So, ultimately, it's not so much about Rob and I anymore. It's just who's going to come, how many plus ones. Do you need a plus one? The drama over not getting a plus one. It's a lot, and I think people don't realize just how much money it is to actually come to a wedding reception, and how much money the bride and groom actually have to put out for you to essentially have a good time. So it's been a reality check for me, to be honest. I want everyone to have fun, but I didn't realize it was going to be at the expense that it was. So that being said, because we're now up to 100 people from our original 60, that's kind of taken the entire honeymoon fund, so we're not going to have a honeymoon. So it is what it is, but life has gotten in the way, and that's kind of where I've been. So I have 3 finished objects. Now I have worn them except for one, but I'll still show them to you, so they're not as fresh as they could be, but I'll show them. And I have one work in progress, I think. Yeah, I have one work in progress. I'll have to grab it. It's behind the chair here. Bear with me here 1 second, because obviously I wasn't prepared. Because, being prepared would be a good thing. Okay, so I'll show you my work in progress first. There's the front. So I've made this a couple times. I've made it probably three times. It's one of my favorites. It's called the Tide Pool tank. This one's from Interweave Crochet. The back looks a little bit different. There is the back. So this one is in a lightweight number 2 superwash merino nylon. I ended up having some of this Sugar Bush Yarns Festivity, and it's hand dyed by Tangled Poets, which is, if you're familiar with Aberdeen's wool company out of Lindsay, Ontario, that a lot of YouTubers have bought from, and her pickle jars. She is the dyer behind Tangled Poets. She worked with Sugar Bush, oh God, I think it's going back 4 or 5 years now. She hand dyed all this yarn because it was curated in Canada, so on and so on. However, Sugar Bush Yarns is now gone out of business. So, so I had this color of Spring Blooms in my stash. It is a lightweight number 3, but I was able to get the gauge, and it works. It's really nice. So it'll look nice when it's done. I'm almost done the back. I've already got the front done. So it's just doing 2 more inches, and then sewing it up, and it'll be done. So that's the first one. And I don't have any more because I finished the other work in progress, but I'll show that one in a minute. The finished object that I have next is the Meet Me at Midnight sweater. So this is it here. As you can see, I've worn it, so, you know, not as pretty. But you'll see there's stripes. See the lighter colored stripes in there? So this sweater was made out of blue, I think it was, I hate this sweater. Sorry. This is why you do short rows in your sweaters. Otherwise, they're the same front and back and they don't sit properly. Anyway, rant done. This was in Blue Sky Fibers Woolstock Light, I think. And it's in Moondrake Fiber Co. Fumu, I don't know. But it's a brushed cashmere blend. So the intent of the sweater from Espace Tricot, I think you can only buy it as a kit, was so that you would get the luxury of the brushed cashmere along with the wool, so that would make a really luxurious sweater. It is very luxurious. It's very nice. I love it. I love the color. It's this beautiful dark green. So pretty. I wear this all the time. All the time. The other one that you will have seen was on my last podcast. This is in the Noro, whatever yarn that was that I hated so much. Anyway, I think it's Silk Garden Sock Solo or something. I don't know. But anyway, I did finish it, so it's off the needles. I have worn this. I've got twisted rib on the bottom. I did not do the collar as much. I kind of got tired of doing twisted rib. However, you'll see in the next one I made it a bit longer. So, but yeah, I really do like this sweater. I wear it actually quite a bit. It's not my best sweater for feel, but you know, it is what it is. So this was the Terrazzo sweater by Petite Knit. Very, very popular. She does have some good designs. This is a worsted weight pattern, so it works up really, really fast. Minimal shaping. Overall, just a really good pattern. The only tedious part is the collar. Because it folds down, you have to do twisted rib on both the front and the back. So when you're working in the round with twisted rib, you typically only have to do the knit stitch through the back loop to get it twisted, and then you purl the next stitch normal. But when you're folding down a collar, you have to knit the knit stitch twisted and you have to purl the purl stitch twisted. So each stitch is twisted. So it takes twice as long and tedious, but the outcome is really, really pretty. So anyway, still wouldn't buy this yarn ever again. So that's the Terrazzo sweater. Now the next one that I made is another Terrazzo sweater. And this one, let me just get it here. So this one I made in Gazelle Rock and Roll because I had some of this left over in this beautiful red color. And I really wanted to use it. It's been sitting in my stash for quite some time. So yeah, so I made this really pretty, beautiful sweater. Again, this one has not been worn. It's got the twisted rib all over. There we go. And as you can see, this collar actually fits right down to where it should. Yeah, so it's a beautiful sweater. For what it is, the acrylic, it's very, very blingy. It has like a black overlay to it. So yeah, I think it turned out really, really nice. The color is beautiful. I love the Rock and Roll. It's actually a really beautiful yarn. I am currently trying to get rid of some of the ones that I have because I have it in a lot of colors, so just not necessary. Yeah, but that's really all I've got going on right now. Slowly getting through some stuff. I've had one purchase from my Etsy store, which is nice. I get it. Shipping's expensive. You know, I get it. But you can always reach out to me separate, and you know, sometimes the quotes are a little bit cheaper when you do them outside of Etsy, because you know, you can add more to it, and sometimes you know, Etsy's weird with the shipping. So if there's ever a question, just message me, right? So, but anyway, that's all I got today. I'm gonna head back to work. It's my lunch hour, so I figured I'd take 10 or 15 minutes to chat with you all. And hopefully I won't be that much of a stranger. I don't really have any stash videos anymore, because like I said, I started going through them all and just getting rid of what I didn't want, trying to sell and trying to film that, and you know, like it was just too much. So what left. Some of it I didn't even get filmed. Yeah, so what's left over is what's left over. I still have some bins I haven't touched, but I'm literally just going through them, and if I want to sell them that day, I'm putting them right up on Marketplace or Etsy, whichever one I can get. So yeah, that's kind of where that sits, but I appreciate everybody who did watch those videos. I'm not saying there won't be any more once I'm done going through and picking and choosing, but for right now, there's just no more. I will try to come back on, you know, before a month next time around, but no guarantees. Most things hopefully are starting to calm down with the wedding. We've got pretty much everything booked, so I'm hoping to get onto a regular schedule again, but we shall see. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate all the new subscribers that have come over. I'm not certain where you've come from. I think you've come from Blue Eyed Style. Thank you, Candy. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. Again, I do this just for fun. It is what it is. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to do any of that, that's fine too. I'm not here to make 1,000 subscribers. I'm just here to talk about my knitting and crochet. So with that, I will bid you adieu and have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.